weekend. Yep, and you are. It's Libra. Libra, this full moon is all about you, baby. So, this weekend is key. Let's get a message from your guides. Thanks so much for being here. Emotional desert, inactivity, isolation. You feeling that? You see that? Let's see, number 11. Libra, this card signifies a time of inactivity or isolation. You may have been feeling unproductive or uninspired, in an emotional desert, longing for real purpose and connections. In spite of that longing, you just don't seem to have the energy to reach out and make things happen. Still, this is not a card of doom and gloom. Even if you seem to have lost your energy, your enthusiasm, or your connections, take heart. Look to the future, to the right side of the card. Okay? And you can see a beautiful oasis with lush trees and nurturing water. The message is clear. You still have the power to connect, produce, and create great value in your life. You may have to make some plans and put forth some effort, but you can finally break free of this low vibration and choose to generate a more powerful momentum of joy right now. So this is all about creating joy in your life and opening up to it. Here's your affirmation. I am a vital force in the universe. You sure are. I have the power to create great value in my life and in the world. And with this full moon, it's bringing to your attention just how much of inactivity and isolation you really have put yourself in. And this full moon on Saturday is happening in your first house. You know, it's your full moon. So, you know, you're going to be feeling that in the way that you interact with yourself and others. So you might be coming to the realization that the long desert you've been in is bringing you to an oasis, and it's not an illusion. It's not an illusion. I have to say that. It's not an illusion. Right. And all these cards are face down, Libra, except the Knight of Wands, which is getting your passion back, getting that fire back. That's far from inactivity right there. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Save the best for last, of course. It's time to put to rest your fear of failure, the isolation. Yeah, you can definitely see it here. You're protecting yourself for some reason, but get inspired. Page of Cups, an offer comes out of nowhere, and the Ace of Cups. New cycle in love, new cycle of self-love. This is getting out of this energy and moving into the oasis. It's exactly like this card is, you know. Some bitch. All right, Libra. That's awesome. Let's get some oracles. I see one flipped over. But this is putting to rest. You know, there's these two cards, the Five of Pentacles and the Four of Swords, is so about isolation, you know, and maybe you need some proper sleep. You know, that anxiety and that fear has got you, you know, in the wrong way. And now it's time to let that go. You're the key in this. You got the key to get yourself out of this. Okay, let's get some oracles. Let's see what they got to say. Wow, they got a lot to say. Jesus. All right, yeah. You're feeling probably challenged and a lot of obstacles in your way, which is not helping the situation, but you need to emotionally withdraw from it. You're too emotionally invested in things that you really don't need to be. The thing is you got some movements, choices, and decisions to make. Am I going to continue to let this energy fuck with me, you know? Or am I going to keep my feet on the ground? I'm going to hold hope because that's what it's all about. I am going to open my heart, get my passion ignited because things are moving quickly. Okay, communication is coming in, and do not turn your back on opportunity. Pay attention to 4, 4, 4, 4. Lots of 4s here. Pay attention to that. Wow. Great energy here. It's a choice. And then opening your heart. And there's a big thing about letting, I don't know, wow. I can't even fucking verbalize it. It's all of a sudden, it's like an aha moment. And it all has to do with your heart and opening up. I like that, Libra. Not isolating yourself, putting in the work. Let's look at relationships. What do we have? Wow, Jesus. Put in the work. Don't turn your back on opportunity, especially with relationships. There's a message coming in, an opportunity here. The Page of Cups twice. And the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Cups. Are you kidding me? Ace of Cups to the 9 to the 10. That's beautiful. This is great energy here. You have to choose if you're going to let this shit bother you. No longer. Really, no longer. So, let's not isolate ourselves, Libra. Let's not do it at all. This is great energy here. Working on releasing this emotional whatever it is. And really putting yourself out there and opening up to love. But there's a huge, huge, huge message about self-care. This, whatever it is, the funk that you've been in, you're coming out of. Don't turn your back on the opportunity to do it. That's a big message too. So let's get some messages of love. Let's see what they add to this. I'm kind of excited for you. I'm not kind of. I am excited for you. Okay. What do we got? Messages of love for Libra. All right, there we go. This one, oh, there's plenty of these here. Lesson, this person is in your life to teach you a spiritual lesson. All right, so pay attention. Past life love, your soul remembers this intense connection. Okay. Mastery, you've learned the spiritual lesson. Okay, so again, we're coming out of that energy. We got the lesson and we learned it. Excellent. Go slow. Take time to get to know each other. There's a message for that too. Let's not rush everything. Don't turn your back on the opportunity to kind of let things marinate. You know, you go through the whole process of making a great marinade for this nice piece of meat you have, this steak you have, whatever it is, roast. And you only leave it on for half an hour. You're only going to get a surface. But if you let that shit sit overnight, bitch, that shit going to melt in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? So kind of like that. But this weekend, of course, play hard. Find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other. Don't turn your back on the opportunity to have some fucking fun this weekend. Because that's what this looks like. You know, letting go of just and going out and having some fun. It'll do you some good. You know, you got that passion back. All right, let's close it off for you, Libra. This is a great weekend, though. The big message is don't you dare turn your back on an opportunity here. Don't do it. You're going to be sorry. All right, let's see. Let go. You're being asked to let go of whatever pain and resentment you've been holding on to. It's hurting you, and you can't fully be present in your life if you're holding on to this negativity. Release it and be free. Okay. You heard that. And detach. Listen to the messages. You're being asked to detach from something that you've been holding on to. When we hold on too tightly to the desired outcome, it restricts the flow. Trust that the outcome will work out and let go of your attachment to it. All right. That helps. That might be helping with all this isolation. You know, you're setting yourself up. You know, you gotta watch yourself there. You really gotta watch yourself. Okay? So just be aware of that, Libra. But this is great energy, especially for relationships. Don't turn your back on the opportunity to actually really help with those relationships. Okay? But do not turn your back on any self-care or any fun or any, you know, opportunities that you get. It's time to come out of the void desert and you're finally coming to the oasis. Hell yeah. Libra, that's going to do it for the freaking weekend for you. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch your full tarot reading posted on Sundays in one long format, and the timestamps are there for you. That's going to do it for this episode of the freaking weekend. So everybody, thank you for watching. Libra, you enjoy this full moon and take advantage of it. And I will see you for the week.